Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. If you can see me, I'd like you to write, I can see you, and I can hear you. If this is your first time, I'd like you to also write, this is my first time. If this is your first time, I'd like you to write, it's been a while we came here. It's been a very long while. And tonight I felt that we need to receive something. We need to, as we process, as we go into the new season of the year. In the beginning of the year, I taught us the different seasons of the time. And I told us that there are diverse seasons. And I said that in the spirit realm, we don't use month. We use season. We use season, different seasons. And this is your first time, call me Bisoye. We're glad to have you. This is your first time, Amarachi. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have all those if you're joining us for the very first time. And I hope that perhaps this is your first time of joining our live session. And I remember those seasons when we used to have very consistent live sessions. I think in a week then we used to have twice or three times or something. This is your first time. This is your first time. Is that Kerema or something? We're glad to have you. If you can see me, if you can hear me, I'd like you to write, I can see you and I can hear you. It's going to be a very short episode. Most often when I say it's going to be a very short episode, lots of people, sometimes I'm always tempted to want to prolong the conversation, prolong certain things. I trust you can hear me. If you can hear me, I'd like you to write, I can hear you and I can see you. I want to thank everyone who have been donating towards our food bank project. It's been tremendous. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. For those who have not seen it, you just have to see it. I cannot say anything. You just have to see it. You just have to see what we've done with the space that we received. You just have to see what we've been doing so far. And I want you to understand, and for those who understand the symbolism of that, of doing something for the elderly, before I go on, I want you to understand something. You see, so much of our problem, so much, if you carry out spiritual work for yourself frequently, or you carry out spiritual work and you've gone to lots of the people who write to me and say, I've gone to this place to do prayers, I've gone to this place to do prayers, nothing is happening, nothing, I've not seen any result, nothing. One of the things fundamentally that could frustrate or that could be frustrating your efforts spiritually is witches. The Yorubas call it Awagba. Powers of the earth, the witches, witchcraft. If you have witchcraft in your family, no matter the spiritual work you do, if you are not able to tackle them, these are the entities that give judicial injunction as it relates to you. You know, when you have a case, right? And you go to court and the court gives like an injunction and they say, oh, this person, you are not traveling, this person, until there's a greater authority or a greater court or a higher court that is able to nullify that which has been said or that which has been sentenced or which has been proclaimed. Everything you do, if you are not careful, they say you are doing contempt of court. Yes, say you are doing contempt of court. If you have been doing prayers, maybe you even do prayers on this platform. Or maybe you do pray on different platform and maybe you perceive result in the morning. But by afternoon, it appears that result you are holding is drifting out or has drifted out of your hand and it has become perpetual. It has become consistent. Witchcraft. And one of the powers at which you can use to counter witchcraft is to do things for the elderly, for old people. See, no matter how someone came to me some seasons ago. I was telling me about how he's not in good terms with the mother. They've told him the mother is the one that did something to him, whatever. And I said to him, keep doing something. But this is how you're going to go about doing something for your mother. Even if you feel your mother belongs to negative or vicious covens of witches. The only way you can counter witchcraft sustainably with prayer is by feeding the elderly. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. These things, I always come to tell you the truth. And those of you who have the culture of traveling from one place to another to seek solution, and you have not seen solution, you can attest to some of these things I'm saying. That is why when the native doctor that you've gone to visit, when they want to do work, the real work that they do for most of them, after the whatsoever they're going to conjure, the thing they go and give to the elderly, the elderly. This is one ordinance that lots of people do not know. They do everything, but they ignore the symbolism of you see, nature. You can only use nature to counter nature. When nature is fighting you, you don't use technology, you use nature. I come to tell you the truth on this platform. I always come and tell you the truth. When you are doing so much in life and you are not seeing favor, there's hostility, everything you touch is not working. It appears that everybody is having contention with you. Any little thing, there's a problem. Feed children. Begin to feed children. Forget it. Let it be. You do it. It could be you do it in the morning. It appears you do it. I've been doing this. Keep doing it. The Bible says, whosoever giveth to this young one, he said, he has given to the Father. For their angels behold the face of the Father directly. Talking about children. You are doing something. You have a business. You have something you're expecting. Every time it appears like there will always be an accusation against you. There will always be a judgment. There will always be false, malicious concoction against you. People backbiting you. People saying things that you've done everything. Begin to forget those shrines that you visit. Begin to feed children in your own capacity. Feed children. These remedies they appear very simple, but they are very powerful. Feed children. Forget it. Oh, I've done it last week. I did it last month. I did it season. Perhaps you are not even doing it well. And that's another conversation for another day, not for tonight. There are two categories of people. These two categories of people. And I was talking to a friend, I think some days ago, and I said to her, that one of the things I have seen in Africa that has made us where we are, left us where we are, is that we have ignored two most powerful aspects of life. We don't value the elderly. In fact, we frame them up. We give them stereotypes. And we don't value children. Of course, I don't want to talk about women. I don't want to talk about women. People, families or men who have the culture. Of course, there are certain men, some women who are very terrible, right? But for some men who culturally, we don't have. And when you go to the Western world, you are wondering, these guys, they don't pray so much, but look at how things are orderly. Look at the progressions of things in their life. Look at these three aspects that they put. Number one, they don't play with women. Number two, they don't play with children. And number three, they have special regards for the elderly. When you are standing on the queue, for those of you who travel to different places, when you are standing on the queue, and a woman with a child comes, because of that child, they will say, please, let her come forward. If an old woman come, an elder come, they say, oh, please, make way for the elderly. You will see them passionately. A society who understand this ordinance, they don't need prayer. Things must work for them. I've been to over 42 countries, to God's glory. And when I look at some of these things, I am marveled. Who taught these guys this wisdom? You hear some people say, this is where you go to Europe, they don't pray too much, they don't do. Oh, you think prayer is these things you are doing? This is not the conversation for tonight. We feel prayer is the ability for us to wake up and begin to make utterances. Yet you have ignored. Lamentations, Sons of Solomon chapter 1. The Bible said that, it said, look at me not the way I am. Don't look at me this way. He said, for I have ignored something. I was paying attention to different things, ignoring my own. He said, for the sun has made me dark. We've ignored. Particularly in Africa, we ignored so many things, and yet we want things to get better. Some seasons ago, when I had a live session here, I told us about the land that has been desecrated, and I told us that in the ancient culture, when so many killings are happening, when so many insecurity, when so many things are happening, the elders of the land, they know that a totem has been broken. Something has happened in the land. Someone has violated a code, and they go to seek what is it that is wrong. We don't have that culture again. Someone has violated a code. A totem system has been broken. Nature has been desecrated. Nature. And when nature is desecrated, there is nothing like right or wrong. Everybody that is domiciled in that terrain must suffer for it. That's the thing. I told us seasons ago. I said, tonight we want to talk about 2 energies you must possess. 2 energies you must possess. Particularly if you live in Africa. If you're doing business. If you're doing business in Africa, you're going to be coming in contact with people who have invented spiritual machineries unknown to you, wherein they are using to get what they want from life. But what you would see, unfortunately, is that you will see them doing business. You will see them competing with the same proposal that you have submitted. You will see them selling the same thing that you are selling, in the same niche, in the same line of business that you are doing. But you would think that, these people, this business they are doing, they are just opening their shops. But what you probably would not understand is that behind the scene, they have invented spiritual machineries, perhaps even vicious machineries, to help propagate or to help enhance the cost of their lives. But you are going to be doing business with this kind of people. You are going to be going ahead of this kind of people. It's a very interesting scripture. When Jesus was about to depart from this world, he said to the disciples, he called them, and he said something very profound to them. He said, when I sent you out, did you lack anything? And said, no, we never lacked anything. Did you have need to carry your purse? He said, no. They were answering him. And the Bible said that Jesus said to them, if any of you, now that you are going, if any of you have a coat, let him sell it and buy a sword. For the hour is different, the hour. And he began to give them an adage which has become very popular. It said, for you will see many who will come like wolves, but in sheep clothing. He said, then be as wise as the serpent, but as gentle as the dove. Because the times have changed. Nobody is playing by the rules again. Things have changed. When you go through social media, if you pass 5 posts, right? The 6th one, you are seeing someone who has either been rescued from the hands of ritualists, or someone who have been kidnapped, or somebody who has just decided to want to use his brother, his friend, or whatever, for strange things are happening. No one is playing by the rules again. The times has changed. There are 2 energies we must have as we go into the seasons that are to come. Tonight I'm going to see that I take 4 people. I want to take 4 people, and we are going to do a prayer of intercession against death for that, perhaps either for that individual or for a family member or close ally of that individual. We are going to make a prayer for that. We are going to see how we can take 4 people and rebuke the spirit of death, strange death. This is what we're going to be doing this night. Do not write your name. Please do not start sending your name. Not now. When it's time to write your name, I'm going to request for your names, and you send your name. And we're going to check, as the angel will pick people, 4 people, to see perhaps maybe there is death. Do not write your name. 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 Please follow. I told us before, I said when you are in school, you don't only pay school fees, you pay attention. So I'd like you to pay attention. Do not write your name. Do not write your name. Number 1, the first energy you need is called Iki. E-K-I. Iki. Please write it down. E-K-I. Iki. E-K-I. Iki. E-K-I. Iki. You could say Iki. You could say Oki. O-K-I. Anyone. Iki. This is the first energy that you need. This is the energy of your inner star to fight. This particular type of energy is embedded in your star. I'm not teaching you something different from you. And this subject is entirely for what is an internal an internal awakening of that which is within us. In our star, there are 17 facets of our star. 17 facets. 17 are what we call the 17th dimension, or the 17th powerhouse of your star. Perhaps one day I've talked about star many seasons ago, but your star has 17 powerhouses. There are many persons, when you go to some consultation, they say somebody's using your star. Perhaps maybe it's 3 powerhouses they've captured from your head, from your star. Maybe your village people, they are using 2. The other person has used 2. The other person is whatever. But your star comprises of 17 powerhouses. I'd like you to write this down. 17 dimension. One of that dimension is called Iki. This particular one is the dimension or the powerhouse in charge of warfare. In charge of warfare. Please write this down. This is the aspect of your star that fights for you. This is the part of your star that wakes up in the morning and goes ahead of you and contend with your enemy. This is the part of your star. Those you see that, somebody, 10 people, they were in a vehicle, 12 people died. There may be 13 people were in a vehicle, 12 died, only 1 survived. The part of their star that made that happen is called the Iki. Understand this. This is the powerhouse or the part of your star that fights for you, that contends for you. It's the defender. It's called the defender of your energy. When this part of your star is low, please understand this. This is not the part of your star that brings wealth. When this part of your star is low, it's just like a bank that has money in it, but there are no security. Any day your village people remembers you, any day there are many persons that they can attract wealth into their lives, but what they do not know is that their wealth is spurious. Their star is spurious. Give them time. Something will happen little by little, slowly. Within their very eyes, they will begin to see the flying away, the whisking away, the disappearance of their wealth. Something they never know. This part of their star was weakened for long. Please save this post. You can always come back to listen to it or write this thing down. There are many wealthy people you see. They were very wealthy 15 years ago, 7 years ago. Some of them, they are still wealthy now, but give them time. Give them time. They don't know. When they sleep in their dream, they see themselves, it's as if that they are still going back to where they used to be and still struggling. Something is trying to permeate this part of their star called the Iki. Please pay attention. Pay attention to this thing that I'm teaching you tonight. They have money. Because the part of the star that brings wealth is not the Iki. There's another one. I said your star comprises of 17 powerhouses that makes up your star. There are people that in their star, they can only attract wealthy people. They don't have any business with the poor. They can't, even if they are selling moi, they cannot attract the poor. Even if they are selling cola nuts, they are selling tomato, they are selling what, I don't know what poor people like. Even if they are selling whatever, they cannot, the only people that will patronize them is the rich, the very rich, because there's a part of their star called the malang. The malang is the part of your star that attracts a certain level of people. Depending on the vibration of your malang, that is the kind of people you will attract. When you see some people, why is this person very? Don't jealous them, don't envy them, because you have no idea of how they have been fashioned, how they have been configured. When your malang is low, no matter, even if you are real estate, you start selling the most expensive houses in this world. It is poor people that will write to you. They say, hello, how are you? How is your house? Say, this house is 1.2 billion. They say, thank you. You cannot attract the kind of customers, the kind of clientele that is worth that which you are selling, because your malan is low. This is the part of your star in charge of wealth. When you see someone, this guy is so wealthy, do not envy them. You don't know the story of their configuration. When people go to do all this evil ritual money, what they are doing, they increase their malan. And that is why in few seasons you see that they die. Why? As they increase their malan forcefully, they reduce the propensity of their Iki, the protection in their star. That is why they can't say, if some of them, they close their eyes, they are finished, they are gone. They will slap that they will receive, they are finished. They are finished because they become vulnerable. Any little thing, calamity invades them.
they have opened up their icky. There is a vulnerability in their icky. This is the part of your star. This is the part. When your malan is very small and your malan is low, there are many persons, like I said, some of them it is, I pray that God will give me the grace and the understanding such that one day and the permission I will teach about the star. When I finish telling you about star, you will never look down on yourself, and you will never, ever, ever, ever envy someone again. You will never look at someone and say, I tap, I grace, I this, we are talking. Of course, you know that's rubbish. The Bible said that for my people have perished because they have no understanding. The icky is this part of your star that offers you fight and protection. Every spiritual work you do under the surface of the sun, when it begins to threaten your icky, there's problem. There are people that they can't place their hands on anything, but they wake up in the morning. Maybe for some days, they are feeling a certain level of fright. They are feeling frightened. There is anxiety, there's fear. Fear that they cannot explain, fear that they cannot understand. There is a prompting, that is a prompting in you to begin to do something to your malan, to your icky. Your icky has been tempered with. How do you feed your icky? Number one, through the use of coconuts. Please write this down. Through the use of coconuts. This message is very profound for those who would be able to extract the profundity in it. How do you feed your icky? Through the use of coconuts. There is the use of coconuts, and there is the use of white kola nuts. There is the use of coconuts, and there is the use of white kola nuts. I'm going to share both of them for you. And so for the use of coconuts, this one will be done on Monday, early in the morning or in the evening when the sun is down. Do not do this process in the afternoon, early hours of the morning, and maybe as your day is just coming up, or towards the evening when the sun has gone down, sunset, you do the process. So for the coconuts, you take that coconut. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. You may even receive the leading to buy 17 coconut, better, whichever one. Or you can just buy one big coconut. Prior to when you are going to do this process, if you're married, you're not going to have sex for 3 days prior to when you do this process. You're not going to have sex for 3 days. If you are a woman, there are very persons who come when we share things on this platform. They come and ask me, I'm on my cycle, can I do this? If can a woman or not? I don't know, you're so concerned about menstruation. So many, if you're a woman, you can do. If you are on your cycle, it's good. But please, do away from sexual intercourse at least 3 days. It could be more, but at least 3 days prior to the day you're going to do this process. You will take that coconut, place it on your head, and you will make prayer. Then you will trust the eye. You know, it's got eyes, right? You break it, trust it. Then you pour the water on your head. Just allow it. Let it dry up. You can do this maybe for 3 Mondays or 4 Mondays. It's not like you do it one day and that's it. Maybe 3 Mondays or 4 Mondays, but it has to be on Mondays. You do it in the morning or towards the tail end of the evening, like before, not at night, like let's say let the sun go down. Then as for the kola nuts, white kola nuts, the same thing. You take that white kola nut, maybe 1 or 3 or 7, whichever one. You place it on your head, just take them like that, place it on your head, you pray. You are feeding the authority of your star in charge of warfare. Let my star go and fight and bring for me. And you see, there are many persons who could fight us without us knowing. There are people, they've gone to do so many things against you. It does not work. It will not work. Not because you visit shrines and you have a special prayer. You yourself, you know you don't even pray. But so much of what people do against you doesn't work. But you know you don't pray. What is happening to you is that there's a great propensity, there's a great dimension, authority within your icky. Don't take these for granted. So many of us, one of the things that has grounded us today is because no one was there to instruct us on how to enhance and feed what we came with into this world. No one. Nobody was kind enough. No one was kind enough or perhaps knowledgeable enough to instruct you on how to maintain what you have. As for the kola nuts, if you are using white kola nut, I said white kola nuts, you break it, maybe it's one. You take it, you pray on it all, you touch your head 3 times with it, 1, 2, 3. Then you take it, you break it, you chew a little portion of it. Then you take the other one and you go and throw it on the crossroad that leads to where you are living. The crossroad that leads to where you are living. That's number 1. Number 2, we have what we call the Isula. Isula, another energy, the Isula. I-S-U-L-A. I-S-U-L-A, the Isula. Isula, the energy Isula. And I want you to pay attention to this particular one. This is the energy that makes our prayer not to be answered. This is a very subtle energy. When somebody is at loggerhead with his Isula, with this energy, every of his utterance becomes an abomination. Every of his desires becomes a calamity. Every of his wealth will always have loopholes. Isula. This is one of the weapons. When you hear village people, when you hear familiar spirit, when you hear ancestral spirit, when you hear generational fights. For instance, why do you have malaria? Why do we have malaria in Africa? And I'd like you to pay attention to this. Scientists, those people who are medical professionals, they say that malaria is deposited into the human body through the female mosquito. I think they said something. I think that's what they say, right? Something like that. Perhaps female or male mosquito. I don't know. Female or something. I don't know. But that is being carried by the vector called malaria and mosquito. So mosquito, malaria does not just come from anywhere to enter the body. Something must bring malaria into your body, right? And now when mosquito bites you, perhaps that mosquito that distributes malaria or that detonates malaria, what it deposits into your body is maybe like a microorganism or whatever. But the end product of that thing becomes malaria. And it now becomes something detrimental to our health. This is the same thing when you hear that generational problem. These spirits from our generation, perhaps they are angry. Some of them that have been ignored, some of them that has been abandoned, some of them that rules of engagement have been broken, contracts have been broken. Some of these energies in one way or the other, from one thing to the other, they engage us. The thing that the energy that they are using for this operation is called the Isula. It's called the energy that scatters. When you as a fellow, when the Isula energy is against you and you have not been able to make peace with that energy, you are not at peace with that energy. You may start well, but you may not end well. And I'm saying this to all of us such that we are able to understand how these things work. The energy that fights and scatters. And this energy has different ways at which it operates, and not for tonight. I'm not going into that for tonight. But I'm going to tell us what we can do as a remedy, depending on the one and how it's troubling you at different quarter. But there is a universal remedy. But this remedy is not to fight against the solar, it's to be at peace with that energy. And the authority in that energy is within us. And one of the things to use is alligator pepper. You're going to get 8 seeds of alligator pepper for this process. 8 seeds of alligator pepper. Now, don't do these things together. If you are doing the first one, do it maybe for like 3 weeks before you come to the second one. Don't join them. Don't combine them. Please. Don't combine them. If you are taking the first one, do the first one. If you are taking the second one, do the second one. Do not do them simultaneously. Don't do them together. You take that alligator pepper, 8 seeds of the alligator pepper, and you will pray into that alligator pepper. Just put 8 seeds on your palm. This process, you are going to do it naked. You could do it in the morning, you could do it at night, you could do it anytime, but you're going to do this process naked. Then after you've prayed, let me be at peace with the powers that are troubling me. Whether it's from my bloodline, whether someone said it against me, whether someone went to do it against me, whatsoever it is, let me be at peace. You will take that 8 seeds of that alligator pepper. You can locate, if you live close to where there's river, go and pour it inside river. Just throw it one after the other. Don't pour the 8 together. You take one seed. A new beginning. A new beginning. Peace. 8 is a number of a new beginning. A new beginning. Peace. A new beginning. Peace. Until you complete the 8 seeds. One after. Don't come and ask me, can I mistakenly throw. Don't. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. And do not make mistake if you want to do it. You take one seed per time when you are disposing it. If you live, maybe you can't connect to a river, perhaps around where you live, you have crossroad, right? You go by the crossroad, just stand by that crossroad, take one seed. It could be in the night, maybe you feel that somebody is going to pursue you or whatever. You just take one. A new beginning. Peace. A new beginning. Peace, a new beginning, peace. This process can be done any day. This one, any day. It could be in the morning, it could be Mondays, it could be Saturdays, it could be Sundays, it could be any day. But you are going to do, you at least repeat this process. If you do it, let's say you do it on Monday, you can live for like 3 days or 5 days before you repeat it again. Do it like maybe 3 times. Once you begin it, you yourself in your dream, they may even come and tell you, see, this is where the fault was. This is where the fault is. Do like this, or go and do something like this. Go and feed something like this. God, they will come and instruct you in your dream regarding maybe where your grandfather faltered, that have led you people not to marry on time, or that where your grandmother faltered, that has made you people not to remain in marriage, or where your great-grandmother faltered, that makes money not to last in your hand. They will come and tell you. If it is witches that are troubling you, they will visit you in your dream or your trance, and they will say, you will see discussions. You will see, if they're going to, you will see, this one is not you beginning to fight. This thing I have told you is a profound spiritual mystery. In Job chapter 5, the Bible said that after you have been with peace, you have made peace with the wild animals of the field. If you read verse 22 down, he said, then you will go back to your habitation and live at peace. You will go back to your habitation and live in peace. We want to take 4 people and see how we can pray for them and see what the angel. Drop your name and your date of birth. Do not write your year of birth, just your first name, your first and second name, then your day of birth and the month. Then add them, then you put October, then the day, 1st October. That's just it. Don't write the year, your name. But we want to take 4 people. If we take your name, if I call your name, even if I'm not able to complete saying what I want to say to you, take it as a prayer point for yourself, to pray for yourself against death. And when I'm talking about death, I'm not talking about just the death that has to do with physical demise. It could be the death of something very good that is yet to come for you. It could be the death of something beautiful that God has released unto you. It could be the death of something that has been giving you joy. It could be the death of anything. It could be the death of your loved ones. It could be even the physical death of someone wearing you. If I mention your name as the angel is going to pick you, you are also going to pray. Take it just for beyond what we are going to. I may not share so many deep things here because of the sensitivity. This is a social media platform, but take it as a prayer for yourself. Take it as a prayer. Take it as a prayer. Kudirat, November 8th. Kudirat, Oyebo Lade. Kudirat. Because of time, I'm not going to ask you if you are the one, write your name or whatever. But if you hear your name, if you have mentioned your name, like I said, just begin to pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for yourself. Pray for yourself that whatsoever that God has released towards you will not die. Pray that the blessings of God will come to you in a way that it will not come in the morning and dry up in the evening. And even as we take up people's names on this platform, you yourself, even if your name is not mentioned, take up a prayer and also pray for the person wherein we have called or where we'll be calling. Pray in your heart, pray in your mind, pray in your soul, pray wherever you are. Lift up prayer for that person. Lift up prayer for that person and pray that God will prevent calamity from that individual. Pray also, as you pray for others, there's a beauty of prayer. The beauty of intercession is that as you pray for others, you are deploying angels to go ahead of you and take up your own personal plight. Kudirat, you have to pray for yourself. Pray against the sickness beginning from your leg. A kind of sickness that will begin from your leg. A kind of sickness, something that will begin from your leg, and it will look like something that is very it may look like as if it's very simple, or it's very, the angel will show something like it may look like a boil or something. If you have any boil or any kind of abscess or any kind of thing, please, as you are treating it medically, try to go to the hospital or whatever. As you are treating it very well, please be very prayerful. And you must always have shea butter around you. Use it. There is a sickness that is going to come from the leg, and if you don't take care of it, it may get infected. This sickness is not just an ordinary sickness. It looks like a projection wherein the forces are going to be trying to project onto your life. Beginning from the leg. Pray very well. There is this other person, Festus, November 29. Why is it November, people, that I'm saying? Festus, is it Onapoma? November 29. Pray for the death of someone very close to you. This death may look like something that will not happen, but it will happen if it's not prayed against and if it's not taken seriously. Somebody who is very close to you, that this death is going to touch you in a way, and it may sabotage certain things for you. It may start like an headache. It may start as something very minute and minor and trivial, but it may result to death. Pray against death. You're going to get a little portion of salt. This is for Festus. You're going to get a little portion of salt. You will sprinkle it around your house. You will use yourself and you will use your home to pray pray generally concerning yourself, that whatsoever will make you to shed tears unto death, that salt, you are going to do that salt for 3 days. You do it when it's 1 a.m. Put the salt, just drop a little portion, not too much, just a little portion of salt around where you are, around where you live, and pray against death, using yourself as a point of contact. I have told us here on this platform, I said that the moment you have a revelation, maybe it's even to your enemy or someone you have not been speaking to, or someone you don't even have something, but you know you saw that person and you saw something particularly that has to do with disaster. When you wake up from such a revelation, do not just say that you saw it for someone, it was that person. Because it passed through you, that revelation, whether it's a trance or it's a dream, because it passed through you, there is need that you must pray for yourself as well. There are people who have ignored these kinds of revelation and they become victims of these things. Pray for yourself. Ibukun, is it Ibukun Lua or something? Adiola. Ibukun Lua Adiola. June 9th. This is for you. If this is your name, this death is to you. This death is to you. Maybe this person has been receiving warnings against death, or has been receiving premonitions against death, or has been receiving signs towards death. Don't eat red meat for 7 days. Don't eat red meat for 7 days. Do away from red meat. Don't eat red meat. Don't eat meat. Maybe you can eat only fish. And for those 7 days, you wear only white and you'll be sleeping. You wear only white. There's this person, Lydia, right? This is Lydia. There's a blessing coming for you, and it's going to put many people to shame. There's the angel walking with you, the angel of the mountains, the angel of rock, the angel of warfare. I don't know how far you live from where there is a mountain, But before the end of this year, visit a mountain and pray. When you are done, maybe it's 2 days you spend, or 1 day or 3 days. When you are done from that mountain, take money, real money. Don't give it to anybody. Just put it on that mountain. Leave it there. Anybody that picks it, that's fine. Pray that God will arise and fight for you. That the accusation against you will be turned around. Lydia, there's a blessing coming, and that blessing God is going to give to you because of your mother. I wouldn't know if your mother is alive or your mother is passed on, but God is going to give you that blessing because of your mom. This is the last person I'm going to take. Mary Macaulay. You're going to pray against anything. It's like they are sending a letter to someone, and the letter now misses its way and goes to another person. Just in that dimension. That's what the angel showed. They wrote a letter. I would see that they wrote a letter. Whatsoever that letter is. Maybe it's a job, or maybe it's a contract, or maybe it's whatsoever. It's a letter. But instead of it getting to you, it was mistakenly given to someone. It appears that this is the tragedy of your life. They always mistake something that is your own for another person. Give it to another person. You are going to go to a river. Locate a river, a beach, or a flowing river. You get water from that river. Try and go in the morning. That water you will get when you come home, you will pour coconut water into that water. Then you use it to wash your face and your head. If you make hair, you remove the hair. Just take off your hair. Just take off your hair. You wash your face, wash your hair. You wash your hands, and you wash your feet with that water. Then you put it in a bowl again. That water, don't throw it off. That water you mix, you wash inside a bowl, turn it into a container. You go to that same river and you pour that water in there. You'll see something. I'm going to stop here for tonight. Thank you to everyone who have been a blessing. There's a name that I'm seeing that the angel is picking, and it keeps going on and off. Olainyo, something like that. What's that? Olainyo, something. Or Molara, something like that. Trying to say February. Is it February? April 16. Olainyo, something. Or Molara. You have to go and make peace with the powers that are standing in front of you. Don't allow anybody to tell you they're going to do spiritual work for you and things will work. It will not work until you make peace. Make peace. Locate blind people. Everybody that has a problem, give them something. As much as you can locate. Blind, deaf. Make sure it's blind, because in this part of the world, there are commercial blind people. I told also for one of my friends, we went to go and give something, and we'll carry our hands and we'll try to check the blind man. We'll do like this. And the blind man say, "Hey, do you want to blind me?" Something like that. Don't give to such kind of blind people. Make sure it's the real blind. Make sure it's the real blind people that you're giving to. We try to check that blind man. We use like a pin, right? It was my friend that was doing that thing many seasons ago, and we did it. And he said, "Hey," there were like 3 of them, and they stood on that route there. People will come and give them things, thinking they are blind. I don't know how he got that wisdom. And he took that thing and he did like this. And the man said, "Hey, Kidoshida," he was speak language. You want to blind me?" And we left that one, went to another blind. I've told us this story here before. I've never seen something that terrible. Went to another one like that, and we went to do that thing again. And that one just pushed his face like this. Just did his face like this. We were trying to poke his eye to know. Blind fellow won't really see you. Don't give to those. You see, there are many people here. The world is so terrible that you think you are doing something to people. You don't know that they are just, you actually think that, you've done something great. They say go and give to 5 blind people. You think that these blind people that collect. You don't know that it's full-blooded eye people that took that thing from you. Make sure it's blind. Give to blind, give to deaf, give to dumb. As much as you can. Maybe over time, when that veil is broken, so many people that you have that are meant to help you, they will call you by themselves and say, "This is what we want to do for you." Thank you also for those who have been supporting the food bank. This month, people have started donating money again monthly. I want to appreciate you. But I also want you not to just take it as a charitable act. Take it as a spiritual ordinance. And this is what I want to say to you categorically. If you're on this platform and you are donating money, or you've donated money, no matter how it is, you know that, not the one that you have 1 billion, you're sending us 1,000 naira. Please don't, that's not what I'm saying. You know that this money, this is what your angels has directed you to donate prayerfully. This is what you donated, and you do it for 4 months, and you have tailored a prayer with it, and for 4 months you do it. You are not able to say there are things that you know that you gave out of the abundance of your heart. You know that you gave it sacrificially. This is what your spirit. It's how you give, and you know that this one you are playing. But there is how you, not in the quantum, not in the multitude, right? Your soul has beared witness with you. And for 4 months consecutively, you are donating and you don't see results. Stop it. Don't send the money again. If you do it for 4 months and you can't see that there is a change, there's a shift in one aspect of your life, you've been making donation towards, I'm talking about the food bank. Right, the food bank project, and each time you donate, you have an appeal unto God, and for 4 months you do, and you don't see result. Don't send it again. Stop it. Don't send it. Don't do it again. Just say, Counselor, I have ended this. I don't want to donate again, because this is the same thing that I have written to the angel that brought that vision. I've written the same thing by myself. And I said, after 4 months, if the thing that the Bible said, test me and see. Test me and see. Test. You see, the spirit realm is real. Oh. Spirituality is real. But it's not commerciality. It's not from the place of transaction. It must come from the place of a leading. And don't follow that because we are saying do something for the poor, do something for the elderly. You just have so much money, you just feel you should just donate something to us. Don't do like that. We don't want that money. We don't want it. We don't want it. If you don't have that leading and that conviction, don't do it. Don't do it. We don't want such kind of money. And for 4 months consecutively, there are no aspect of your life that you say, hey, as I began this thing, hey Charlie, this one has gone like this, Master. This one has gone. Stop it. Don't send it again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave it. Don't do it. Just say you have closed that portal. The Bible says, blessed is he that considereth the poor, for the Lord shall remember him in times of trouble. Say, for the Lord will preserve him and keep him alive. He shall not render him into the hands of his adversaries. He shall preserve him in his bed of languishing. Chinedu, June 10. I'm saying the angel of wealth. Chibundu. It is Chibundu. The angel of wealth. The angel of wealth upon you. I want to close, but the angel is taking lots of names. It's been long we took names of people. Chibundu. The angel of wealth is upon you. And there's a business you are going to be doing. You have to do something that has to do with automobile. I wouldn't know what kind of business you're doing, but no matter what you do, ensure that you try to branch or you try to incorporate automobile into your brand of business. Begin to do something about automobiles, because it is through that avenue that a contact will come into your life. And the wealth that is meant to come will come in full, And that wealth will not be for you. The wealth will be as a promise that was said concerning someone in your family. But don't be arrogant. Don't be arrogant. Listen to people. Listen to people. Listen to people. Pay attention to people. There's a name that I've seen now. Oh, I want to go. Thank you very much. Thank you for those who supported this platform, who have been supporting this platform through your donation, through your givings, and through everything. Thank you. There are people who have sent me questions and they said they want us to address some questions. Maybe in seasons to come. Perhaps by next week, hopefully, if we have another live session again, you would see that I attend to some of the questions. There's a very terrible question someone had asked me. And I feel that it's important that we discuss that subject. It's a very interesting question, very interesting one.
God bless you and keep you. To have a wonderful night. Good night.